Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily, Thursday Thoughts. It's Des here. Unfortunately, for the second Thursday in a row, I won't be answering the questions live. The technology has let me down yet again. In all honesty, really didn't need that today. I was looking forward to getting back to my routines and getting stuck in, but I'll explain more about that shortly. As ever, on a Thursday, I'll start by saying how I'm feeling. And if I'm being really honest, I'm not feeling great. If you saw Tuesday training, kind of explained, I was just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit run down maybe. And I was thinking that it'd just be a temporary thing. This week, really struggled. Not feeling fantastic. Got a bit of a headache, feel really tired. And whilst I'm trying not to let it affect my positivity, it has a little bit, again, just trying to be honest. It's got to me a little bit, stressing me out. I can't do the things I want to do because of it. And it's just sort of niggling away. And I always talk about the fact that when we're flying, as I have been, and I still feel like I'm there in many ways, when we're flying, sometimes we don't know what it is that's going to throw us off track. Started the week really positively, had a fantastic weekend, perhaps feeling the after effects of that, but like I said, I hoped that would have passed by now. So a little bit unsure, done a lot of sleeping, not done much activity, although today I have been out and done some coaching with the guys whilst they were taking part. That really perked me up, really lift me up a little bit and help me sort of start looking forward again to what I can do, rather than stress that I'm not doing it, because I've definitely been doing that. I do like to do the things I say I'm going to do and get out there and get my activity. And of course, part of what DOdaily is all about is encouraging activity and use the benefits. What I can say from what I've done today on a beautiful evening in the country park, it was so important for me to be there, even though I wasn't taking part in the same way the others were. I was doing some walking, some coaching. I was inspired by them and their efforts. And for what's coming up for me next, again, which I'll explain later, it's really picked me up and made me look forward to it again. And that was so important. I talk about all the time when we're not feeling fantastic is digging deep and getting to a point, going back to a point which we know that works, which we know that takes us forward. So for me, just being out in the fresh air, under the blue skies, in a place full of nature, it really did the trick. And we all know at times that's what we need, a bit of headspace, a bit of soul searching to find a way to get going again. It's definitely been a case of that. And like I say, the technical issues tonight, something to do with Google storage, hasn't helped in that sense. But I always talk about as well, don't I? I did it last week. It's just finding ways to do what we do and making sure you don't forget to do the things that keep you ticking over. For me, DOdaily definitely does that. It's running. Running helps me do that. Activity. But the way I've been feeling, that's not been possible. I can still talk, fortunately, for some, unfortunately for those who don't like it. But you know what I mean, I can still talk and get this all processed in my own mind and get it out there and help people understand that it's not all plain sailing. I have been enthusiastic, I've been positive about everything. I've been flying for months. I've not had one of these bad days that turn into bad weeks. But it is always only just around the corner, and I'm just trying to show that now, that if I can put a positive spin on it and realise it's only temporary, and I can do some of the things that I pass on. I won't say preach, I like to think I don't preach, but practicing what I preach almost, when it's not working, I say just get out there in some shape or form, enjoy your surroundings, enjoy what works, enjoy what others do, be inspired. And I'm allowing myself to do all those, and it's definitely worked for me today. It's picked me up no end in reality, whilst I still don't feel fantastic. It's definitely been a case of making me look forward rather than dwell on what I haven't done and the fact I've slept a lot and missed this and not done this. But I'll get back to that. I'm trying to create some positive energy, and that's what those guys have done for me. So hopefully that kind of makes some sense of where I'm at and what I'm doing. I always do it at this point. I always check in before, of course, the full check-in on a Friday morning. And the reason a lot of that's been important today is because I start a brand new walking challenge in the morning. Of course, over the winter, I've been out by the river, getting the benefits of being by the water, being up early, attacking the day. But all through last year, I walked the Robin Hood Way from Nottingham up to Sherwood Forest, 112 miles split across every Friday morning. It gave me real purpose and intent. It gave me sort of the best start to the day, which I truly believe in, but it gave me that added sort of incentive to achieve something, to get out there, to see new things. And this new challenge I'm starting tomorrow, which is called Round the Clock, it's another one in Nottinghamshire, but it goes sort of, it's an extended route around the city. It goes out into the countryside before sort of going round in a clock shape. There's 12 legs to it, so it's a challenge for 3 months. I think it's about 60 miles, 3-4 miles a week. Varies a little bit, get from place to place, but really looking forward to that. And being out tonight, you know, just gave me that sort of pick me up that I need. If I'd not done what I've done today, if I'd not done DOdaily and woke up in the morning, I might think, well, I can miss this as well. I don't need to start. But now I'm making myself accountable. I was inspired by being out in the fresh air, in the country park, you know, thinking I can get back here in the morning, and it can be the base to kickstart everything again and to pick me up. And that's definitely what I'm looking forward to. So check out Wake Up to Walk in the Morning. See what I'm up to. I'll explain more about the challenge. I'll explain more about why I do Friday mornings like I always do. You know, it's one of the best times of the week. And of course, I'll be reflecting on the week and a bit more of what I've said here, you know, a bit more honesty, you know, and realism about where I'm at. It is what it is sometimes, you know, and all we can do is try and be that little bit better. And it's definitely been the case of that. I thought today would be a great reminder. Of course, I would have done the live questions and answers, but we can come back to that. You know, I can sort those technical issues out when I've got a little bit more time. But I thought today would be a great way of just sort of explaining it. It'd been easy to hide behind the questions and answers a little bit today. Yesterday I did the part 1 vlog, which of course I do at the weekend, and I use it as Wednesday workout motivation. And so I definitely wasn't hiding behind anything, but I felt today, behind the questions and answers, I could have sort of masked over a little bit how I'm feeling. But I always pride myself on the fact that I try to be honest through DOdaily. I try and say it the way it is. I try and help others that aren't feeling great, because, you know, I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate these days to do some of the things I do. Really lucky, I feel, to be able to do running stuff and do daily and get the support I get from Kay, and the football is going well, and I get to meet people and do things through that. But that doesn't change anything, does it? We all feel it from time to time, you know. I'm just feeling it now. And on Tuesday, I guess I was just thinking, well, this is just a small thing, but the reality is it's gone into a couple of days now. It's been really hard for me to pick myself up. I've done what I've had to do, you know, but it's not always easy. People, rightly so, I'm not criticising them. People make demands on you. You make commitments through work and through organising things, and it's not easy to deal with at times, you know. But I spoke a lot last week about showing up, fronting up, doing what you have to do. I've still done all those things I have to do. Perhaps the things that I'm feeling a little bit stressed out about are the things I want to do for myself. And if I'm not doing things for myself, the running, the activity, the walking, the DOdaily thing, one or two other things, you know, I'm not being true to myself, am I? And I'm not, as much as I will do all those other things for others, I'm probably not doing it to the best of my ability, because there's something niggling away at me. Hopefully you understand what I mean there. It makes sense, and you can kind of see that it's not always that easy. I know very quickly it will turn around again, just as it turned around this week. Really bizarre. From about 4 o'clock on Tuesday till now, it's just been really bizarre. A feeling I'm not used to recently. Whilst I talk about it, I talk about past experience. It's easy to get complacent with where we're at and what we're doing and forget how bad it was or forget how it felt. But this has just been a reminder, if anything, and that's the real positive I can take today. This has been a real reminder of that I have to keep doing what I'm doing. Talking helps, even though it's a one-way thing through the YouTube channel. Talking really helps. People respond to it. People send me messages, and I know it'll turn around very quickly. I'll be absolutely flying. Still finding the positives in everything. So I'm not absolutely sort of away with it, flat, rock bottom, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm still finding the positives. I still feel really happy. I just feel really flat as well on the same note. But it's a case of pushing on, isn't it? Doing the things that we know is the starting point to get us going again. For me, really looking forward to that walk. I infuse about Friday mornings at the worst of times, at the best of times. So being able to start a new challenge, I'll do all my social media around it. Sometimes people wonder why I do that and what it's about, but the reality is, again, I'm just being enthusiastic about it. I want to share it. I want people to be inspired by it and see that we can do these different things, and we don't have to sort of do what everybody else does around us. I spent too much of my life doing that. I spent too much of my life conforming to what other people expect and want. And now, by doing the things I want to do, when it gets to times like this, I can really dig myself out of it and be proud of coming through it again, because we have to be that as well, don't we? It's not nice feeling a little bit flat and a little bit down and a little bit unsure. I think that's the overriding feeling here. A little bit overwhelmed by what I've got to do, but the real feeling I've got is unsure. I'm just unsure of where I'm at, and it's not the nicest feeling. It feels like you're kind of teetering on the brink sometimes, but it's good to get it out there as well. It's good to sort of know that, it's good for me to know, and it's good for anybody looking in to know that there is things we can do to help us, especially things we've done before. And that's what I'm kind of reaching back to. This challenge is going to be the start of a 12-week period, which I hope will get me back to all the things I've been doing. I've got to get back into my marathon training. I've got to work on my diet. I've got lots and lots of exciting things to do. So it all starts, we wake up to walk in the morning, and I hopefully see how you relate it. Hopefully I'm sorry. And now Siri's getting involved. What I was going to say there was, hopefully you see why I've used these things as an example to how we can pick ourselves up when we really need to. That's the message today, guys. Apologies for the question and answers. I know people will say, don't worry about it, just sort yourself out. But, it's what I like doing. It's the routine, it's the regular thing. That's why I do what I do on a Friday. That's why I do a vlog on a Saturday and put it on a Wednesday. That's why I talk about trying to pick ourselves up on a Monday. It's sticking to those routines that work. I love the live sessions. I will get back to them, possibly not next week. It just seems to be one of those points at the moment. I have actually got plans next Thursday evening. And of course, doing something like this as regular as I do, it means that I've got to fit it in as and when sometimes. I can't just turn down plans every single time to do what I'm doing here. But I'll get an episode out, much more of the way I'm feeling and reaction to hopefully picking up, and looking forward to the event I've got to attend. So for now, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the brutal honesty. I'm trying to be realistic and relatable and trying to help people understand that it's okay sometimes to be unsure, and sometimes being unsure can be worse than being absolutely out of it, because you don't quite know what's coming next. But I know if I work hard and do the things I need to do, starting with that walk, please check in, follow my progress. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully you do too. Give the episode a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's just me checking in, a personal vlog, adding in some encouragement to do activity, showing you what I do at park run, when I do other things, just hoping to be able to enjoy yourself as much as we can. Until Wake Up to Walk, guys, thanks for watching again. Just doing it.